And I found myself right before I disappeared, right before confusion made a permanent home here. I found myself somewhere between goodbye and peace. And for the first time in a long time, I finally felt released. I was shrinking, didn't notice it immediately. That's the thing about slow erosion, it don't announce itself. One compromise, one silence, one swallowed feeling at a time. Until one day you wake up and your reflection look familiar, but your spirit don't. That's when I knew love ain't supposed to cost your entire personality. Love ain't supposed to require a witness protection program for your authenticity. I found myself right before I disappeared, right before confusion made a permanent home here. I found myself somewhere between goodbye and peace. And for the first time in a long time, I finally felt released. My auntie told me, baby, don't become a stranger trying to keep somebody company. Powerful words, because I was busy translating myself into smaller versions, more convenient versions, less complicated versions, just to maintain harmony. But harmony built on self-abandonment always expire eventually. Truth got a way of demanding air, and mine finally spoke up. I stopped chasing understanding and started choosing myself. Funny thing is, leaving wasn't the breakthrough. Returning was returning to my voice, returning to my instincts, returning to the dreams I placed on hold, returning to the woman who existed before the confusion arrived. That's recovery, not becoming somebody new, remembering somebody valuable and refusing to lose her again. I found myself right before I disappeared, right before confusion made a permanent home here. I found myself somewhere between goodbye and peace. And for the first time in a long time, I finally felt released. I wasn't broken, I was buried under expectations, under compromise, under noise. And one day I dug myself out. Read the room before the room start reading you. Every smiling celebration, every handshake ain't the truth. Read the room, listen deeper than the words. The spirit catch things early, long before they ever heard. Yeah. My grandmother could spot trouble before trouble introduced itself. Never raised a voice, never made a scene, just quietly adjusted a distance. Powerful skill, I didn't appreciate it then, now I understand. Discernment saves more lives than reaction ever could. Some people announce intentions, others leak them accidentally, through patterns, through habits, through inconsistencies that don't survive close observation. That's why I watch behavior. Behavior got a harder time lying. Read the room, read the room before the room start reading you. Yeah. Every smile ain't celebration, every handshake ain't the truth. Oh, read the room, listen deeper than the words. The spirit catch things early, long before they ever heard. I used to confuse access with connection, big mistake. Just because somebody entered the house don't mean they belong in a vault. Wisdom taught me boundaries, not walls, boundaries. The difference matters, walls block everybody, boundaries identify who deserves proximity. Now my circle smaller, my peace larger, interest in trade, one I recommend. quiet signals tell the loudest stories if you're paying attention. The older I get, the less impressed I become by performance. Character ages better, consistency ages better, integrity ages better, because eventually every mask gets tired, every act need intermission, and truth always outlasts theater. That's why I trust observation. The evidence usually arrives before the explanation. Read the room before the room start reading you. Every smile ain't celebration, every handshake ain't the truth. Read the room, listen deeper than the words. The spirit catch things early, long before they ever heard. Pay attention, not with fear, with wisdom. The clue's always present. Most people just overlook them. Invisible bars, some made of fear, some made of pride, some made of stories we never challenged inside. In invisible bars, everybody got a cell. Some people doing life inside beliefs that never served them well. Yeah, I met a woman free to travel anywhere, yeah, trapped by opinions she inherited years ago. Another man owned businesses, owned property, owned luxury, couldn't own peace. Interesting contradiction made me realize confinement wear many uniforms. Not all prisons got fences. Some got habits, some got assumptions, some got family patterns passed down like recipes. That's why awareness matter. You can't unlock a door you don't know exists. Oh, invisible bars, some made of fear, some made of pride, some made of stories we never challenged inside. Oh, the invisible bars, everybody got a cell. Some people doing life inside beliefs that never served them well. My grandmother used to say, baby, every cage ain't locked. That line stayed with me because freedom require participation, not just opportunity. Some folks receive open doors and still choose familiar confinement. Not because they're weak, because certainty feels safer than possibility. I understand that growth can be intimidating. Transformation has difficult questions, and comfort rarely volunteer answers. The key was never missing, the key was recognition. These days I inspect every limitation. Ask who built it, ask who benefits, ask whether it belongs to me. Because inherited fear, still fear. Borrowed doubt, still doubt. And secondhand ceilings, still ceilings. I refuse all three. My future deserves fresh architecture, not recycled restrictions. That's liberation, not where you live, how you think. Final visible bars, some made of fear, some made of pride, some made of stories we never challenged inside. Invisible bars, everybody got a cell, but freedom begins the moment truth rings the bell. The walls weren't always physical, the chains weren't always visible. The sentence wasn't always spoken, but once I saw it, I couldn't unsee it. And that's where freedom started. Long time since your name crossed my screen. Long time since we stood inside the same dream. Funny how years can disappear, then return all at once, with a simple message saying, how you been? I stared at that notification, longer than I like to admit. Not because I was confused, because memory got quick reflexes. One sentence, open 30 chapters, old conversations, old jokes, old versions of ourselves. Funny thing is, I don't miss who we were, I miss who we thought we'd become. There's a difference, ooh, a big one. Since your name crossed my screen, long time. Oh, since we stood inside the same dream. Funny how years can disappear, then return all at once, with a simple message saying, how you been? Time did what time do. Added wisdom, removed illusions, introduced accountability. We both look different now, not physically, spiritually, emotionally. The things that mattered then ain't even in the top 10 anymore. Growth rearranged the furniture inside both our minds, and honestly, that's beautiful. Some people return not to restart, but to remind you how far you've come. So we talk, no pressure, no expectations, no attempts to rewrite history. Just two people meeting again with better understanding than we had the first time. Sometimes closure look like peace, sometimes peace look like friendship. Sometimes a simple conversation becomes a mirror, showing you how much you've healed. We stood inside the same dream. Funny how years can disappear, then return all at once, with a simple message saying, how you been? Some doors reopen, some doors stay closed, and some doors just let fresh air in. Everybody call it luck, I call it surviving long enough to meet the blessing heading my way. Everybody call it luck, I call it faith with work attached, showing up day after day. Maybe fortune knew my address, maybe time knew my name. Everybody call it luck, I call it something different. Yeah, people love the final chapter, hate reading all the pages before it. They see the harvest, miss the season spent preparing soil. See, I remember empty calendars, unanswered calls, plans falling apart politely, and opportunities arrive in disguised as inconvenience. Funny how life works, the thing I prayed for usually enter through a side door. Never looked how I imagined, but always carried exactly what I needed. Everybody call it luck, I call it surviving long enough to meet the blessing heading my way. Everybody call it luck, everybody call it luck, I call it faith with work attached, showing up day after day. Maybe fortune knew my address, maybe timing knew my name. Everybody call it luck, I call it something different. My auntie found love at 52, started a business at 55, bought her first home at 58. Now tell me again, why timelines got authority? That's why I stopped comparing clocks. Comparison got terrible eyesight, always measuring somebody else's chapter against your unfinished paragraph. No thank you, I'm busy becoming, busy planting, busy learning, busy trusting. The process got enough pressure already. What's meant for me never needed chasing, just preparation and patience. Maybe luck is just perspective. it may be blessings look random to people who miss the backstory. The late nights, the self-doubt, the rebuilding, the discipline, the courage required to keep showing up without guarantees. That's not luck, that's partnership between faith and persistence. And I've been investing in both. Everybody call it love. I call it surviving long enough to meet the blessing heading my way. Everybody call it love. I call it faith with work attached, showing up day after day. Maybe fortune knew my address, maybe timing knew my name. Everybody call it luck, I call it something different. The world said lucky, I said prepared. The world said chance, I said purpose. The world said coincidence, I smiled and kept walking. Medicine didn't come from a bottle, didn't come from a prescription. It arrived through understanding, through truth and recognition. Medicine sometimes sound like a testimony, sometimes sound like a song. Sometimes healing starts the moment you admit what's wrong. I spent years looking outward for solutions, wearing somebody else's name. Books, teachers, experts, influencers. Meanwhile, wisdom sat patiently inside experiences I already survived. Funny, the lesson wasn't missing, the lesson was waiting for acknowledgement. Pain kept repeating itself until I learned the language. Once I understood the message, the cycle lost authority. Oh, medicine didn't come from a bottle, didn't come from a prescription. It arrived through understanding, through truth and recognition. Medicine sometimes sound like a testimony, sometimes sound like a song. Sometimes healing starts the moment you admit what's wrong. My grandmother called it inventory, the practice of sitting quietly and examining what you're carrying, not physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally. Some people accumulate possessions, others accumulate wounds. Neither one should stay unexamined. That's why reflection became sacred, because awareness got healing properties. You can't repair what you refuse to identify. The cure begins where honesty enters. And maybe that's why art matters, why stories matter, why conversations matter. Because sometimes another person's truth unlocks a door inside your own. I've seen songs save people, not magically, practically giving language to feelings they couldn't describe, giving hope to situations they thought were permanent, giving perspective to pain that felt isolated. That's powerful, that's medicine. Medicine didn't come from a bottle, didn't come from a prescription. It arrived through understanding, through truth and recognition. Medicine sometimes sound like a testimony, sometimes sound like a song. Sometimes healing starts the moment you admit what's wrong. The answer wasn't hiding, the healing wasn't hiding, the wisdom wasn't hiding. It was waiting for truth. Red flags waving, but my heart keeps slowing down to look. Red flags waving like a warning written in a favorite book. Everything in me say be careful, everything in me say walk away But attraction got a convincing voice, and it been talking all day. My intuition sent the memo before he ever said hello. Something about the confidence, something about the time, and something about the stories that sounded rehearsed instead of remembered. Still, there was curiosity, and curiosity got a reputation for opening doors. Wisdom already locked, I knew better. That's the dangerous part, not ignorance, recognition. Seeing the storm clearly and admiring the clouds anyway. Red flags waving, but my heart keeps slowing down to look. Red flags waving, like a warning written in a favorite book. Everything in me say be careful, careful. Everything in me say walk away. But attraction got a convincing voice, and it been talking all day. My auntie said, baby, chemistry ain't character. That line saved me, because excitement got excellent marketing. Make temporary things feel permanent, make unfinished people feel destined, make confusion feel mysterious, until reality arrive, holding receipts. Then all the things you romanticize start introducing themselves properly. Lesson learned again. Apparently growth got recurring classes. Some sparks start fires, some sparks start wisdom. Know the difference. These days I trust patterns more than promises, consistency more than charisma, peace more than potential. Because I finally learned the right connection won't require me to negotiate against myself, and that's freedom. Being able to admire somebody without abandoning your standards. Red flags waving, but now I know exactly what they mean. Red flags waving, not every beautiful thing belongs to me. Everything in me say be careful. Everything in me say choose peace. And for the first time, my heart and wisdom actually agree. The warning wasn't punishment, the warning was protection. Big difference. I'm grateful I learned it. I stand tall, not because life got easier. I stand tall because I survived what was sent for me. Every setback built another floor. Every lesson raised the ceiling higher. Now I walk different, knowing exactly who I am. Yeah. There was a season when I apologized for taking up space, softened my opinions, minimized my gifts, edited my ambitions to make other people comfortable. Never again. See, smartness is expensive. It charges confidence, it taxes purpose, and eventually sends invoices to dreams that deserve better. I learned that the hard way, but I learned it, and that's enough. I stand tall, not because life got easier. I stand tall because I survived what was sent for me. Every setback built another floor. Every lesson raised the ceiling higher. Now I walk different, knowing exactly who I am. Yeah. My grandmother carried herself like certainty, wearing church shoes. Never loud, never arrogant, just rooted. Like she had private conversations with confidence the rest of us couldn't hear. I study that now because real power don't need announcements. It enters rooms quietly, then changes them naturally. That's the energy I'm protecting. I stopped asking permission to become myself. Every scar became architecture, every failure became instruction, every disappointment became direction. Funny how pain tried to reduce me and accidentally refine me. Now in doubt knock, I don't argue, I just keep building. Because evidence got stronger than insecurity, and experience got louder than fear. Final, I stand tall, not because life got easier. I stand tall because I survived what was sent for me. Every setback built another floor. Every lesson raised the ceiling higher. Now I walk different, knowing exactly who I am. I don't need validation, I don't need permission, I don't need introduction. I know who I am, and that changed everything. Sweet thing, you make heavy days sit lighter. Sweet thing, you turn hard miles into shorter rides. Ain't talking fairy tales, ain't talking fantasy. I'm talking about the kind of love that helps somebody breathe. Yeah, before you, everything felt rushed. Conversations had expiration dates. People showed interest the way tourists visit landmarks briefly, then disappeared. Different with you, you stay curious. Ask follow-up questions, remember details. Treat my thoughts like they got value. That's attractive, more attractive than appearances. Attention is a form of care, and you fluent in a sweet thing. You make heavy days sit lighter. Sweet thing, you turn hard miles into shorter rides. Ain't talking fairy tales, ain't talking fantasy. I'm talking about the kind of love that helps somebody breathe. Yeah. My auntie used to say, watch how somebody handles your truth. Great advice, because some folks only love the edited version, the highlight reel, the polished presentation. You different, you don't panic around imperfections. Don't run from difficult conversations. Don't disappear when life gets complicated. That's maturity, that's partnership. That's the type of thing songs should celebrate more often. The world gets loud, but you bring calm. The world gets cold, but you stay warm. I don't need grand gestures, never did. Give me consistency, give me accountability. Give me somebody who means what they say and follows through, cause trust built quietly. One promise kept at a time, one difficult day survived together. One honest conversation at a time. That's how real love grows, not overnight, but beautifully final. Oh, you make heavy days sit lighter. Sweet thing, you turn hard miles into shorter rides. Ain't talking fairy tales, ain't talking fantasy. I'm talking about the kind of love that helps somebody breathe. Not flashy, not temporary, not performative, just real. In these days, that's sweet enough for me. Time don't wait. Time don't wait. Time don't wait. For broken plans and second guesses. Time don't wait. For fear dressed up as carefulness. Every clock got one direction. Every season got an end. If you're gonna love me now. Don't wait till then. I spent years saying one day, like tomorrow signed a contract, like opportunity renting property and promised to come right back wrong. I watch chances change addresses, watch people leave without warnings, watch dreams grow tired of sitting in unfinished mornings. That's when I learned delay got expensive taste. It charges interest on potential, it collects payments in regret. Every postponed conversation, every unwritten chapter, every risk avoided, got a receipt attached. Oh, time don't wait for broken plans and second guesses. Time don't wait for fear dressed up as carefulness. Every clock got one direction, every season got an end. If you're gonna love me now. Don't wait till then. My grandmother said, baby, ripe fruit don't stay waiting forever. Simple wisdom, powerful consequences, because life keeps moving whether we participate or not. The train don't stop just because somebody undecided. The river don't pause for people scared of crossing. So I stopped negotiating with hesitation, stopped treating certainty like a requirement, and started trusting movement more than perfection. Some doors open briefly, some moments only visit once. Yeah, Now I call people when I miss them, say thank you when I mean it, take chances that align even when they scare me. Because courage ain't fearlessness, it's action with shaky hands. It's believing the future rewards participation more than spectatorship. And maybe that's the lesson time been trying to teach us all along. Not to rush, but not to sleep either. Final for promises we never follow through. Time, don't wait for the version of yourself you're afraid to become. Every clock got one direction, every season got an end. If you're gonna live your purpose, start before then. The calendar keeps turning, the years keep moving. The question